Hi, this is Mary Kay. I'm going to try to paint in the style of Jeanne Carbonetti today. This painting is called Water Lilies. It's probably her most famous painting. She has it on the cover of her first book, The Tao of Watercolor. It's in her personal collection. So what I've done is I've wet this paper. It's nice and wet. I want to start wet into wet. I want the paper to be soaked. It's actually, we're in a heat dome today in Half Moon Bay, so it's pretty dry for Half Moon Bay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lightest colors. I'm going to start with some cerulean blue. And just put it all over this painting. You can see that the lightest areas in this painting are in here, so I'm going to try to just keep the color that I have here now is going to be my lightest color. I'm going to try to keep that. Now I'm going to go to some Antwerp blue. I'm going to start darkening the corners. There's no way this painting can come out looking like this one. With watercolor, you can't paint the same painting twice because there's a million tiny little things that change, especially with water. It's got a mind of its own. You can't really get it to be anything like the one that you had. You can kind of get the feel, but you can never get the exact painting. Now I'm going to go to French ultramarine blue. I'm going to mix my greens next. I'm going to put that light green in. So here's my yellow. I'm going to add a little bit of Antwerp to it and get a very light green. Very yellowy green. And I'm just going to put that in this area in here. Now I'm going to mix some much darker green. The green that I like to mix that's much darker is Antwerp and burnt sienna. I'm going to try just a little bit of PG7 in that, see what happens. I'm trying to just paint where I see these dark greens. Not that darkest spot, but this green in here. Hit the quinacridone gold there for a little bit. If I lift my painting up, it'll start to run down. There's some running down in this painting. I'm going to add these violets next. And rinse out my brush. Clean that yellow off. Permanent rose. And I can add either Antwerp or French. I think I'm going to go with the French. And I'm going to put some of these purples in. Where the paper's still pretty white and I put in these colors, they're not going to blend in that much. I'm flicking these colors with my brush. Now I'm going to go for the really dark green. So for the really dark green, the darkest part in this painting, I'm going to use Antwerp and burnt sienna, a little bit of PG7, and I put some neutral tint in there too. That's my dark, my darkest dark. There's some down here too. These darkest darks. That is the basic painting right there. And then we want to get it like there's leaves on the water. So one way to do that is we can spray water on it. We can speckle with our brush, splash with our brush. We can splash water. What I'm going to try right now is one squirt of water over the whole thing, or a couple squirts. Oh, I like that. Maybe a little too much there. I don't like that this is running so much. These purples. Okay, I'm going to try to put some more purples in that are not going to run. I'm going to put my, I didn't get my greens to run. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to make more lavenders, purple, pink. I'm going to try there's little lilies on the water. tapping this a little differently. I don't think that Jeannie used salt on this. Well, I got some up there. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna soften those out. Okay, so this is very wet and it's drying slowly. I'll keep adding in these pinks right here. I'm getting them splattering everywhere again. Okay, so you can never get this just the way you want it. You have to kind of just keep working with it. Oh, it's pretty. I'm liking it. Are my darks dark enough? It's always scary when you lose your whites, so I have to keep those. All right, I'm just gonna stop here. I'm gonna go with this.